Hello everyone. This is the elective math. We go for the chapter, still in the chapter 7.2. Okay, double angles formula. But I will give you more example, and after this one, can have one more section of the another two more formulas, and then you're gonna have the question to do. Okay, but then we start here. This come back to the old one, the formula I let you study before, and including the proving. Double angle formula. First one, sine to A equal to 2 sine A cosine A. Okay, and second one, cosine to A equal to this 3. Can be either one, depend on the question which one, and you can use it. And the tan to A is a 2 tan A 1 minus tan A squared. Okay, now we do this proof. Prove the identity sine A plus sine to A over 1 plus cosine A plus cosine to A equal to tan A. Okay, now we prove, you see, of course, we have to start from left hand side, right? Because if you prove from the right hand side, it's harder, right? Because only one, it's only tan A, and this one much easier. So we prove from the left to right. Or if you want from right to left, can many way to do. It's too broad, so we do from the left. Or you want to, but this case do only left to right, I think. Okay, and then you start here. Use the formula. Sine A still sine A. Okay, plus sine to A, you can use this one, correct? So you make it up, become 2 sine A cosine A. And then do over divided. This one you see 1 plus cosine A is still the same because already lower term, right? And then plus cosine to A. So which one we should use? They have 3 patterns here, 1, 2, 3. I think I will use second one because they set a cosine, so we can do something. Okay, so I will use this one. So cosine to A equal to 2 cosine A squared minus 1. Okay, and then after this, you can see what we can do. Get a common factor or GCF, right? Sine A, take it out. So get sine A, take it out. So left 1 plus 2 cosine A over. Then the denominator, you see what we can do. 1 plus 1 minus 1 is gone, correct? Plus 1 minus 1 here is gone. So you left cosine A plus 2 cosine A squared. Then you get a common factor again. Cosine A, take it out. The GCF is cosine A. This one gone already, okay, because plus 1 minus 1. So take cosine A out. So become 1 plus 2 cosine A. Okay, so then you see this one bracket same, right? So cancel it and eliminate. So you left sine A over cosine A. And this one equal to tan A. So this one equal to right hand side now. So left equal to right. Okay, so that's all for the first example. Now you see next example, still proof, okay? They give you tan 3A equal to 3 tan A minus tan A cubed over 1 minus tan A. In this case, you see you have tan, right? So we have the formula tan, right? Next example, still in the proof. Proof identity tan 3A equal to this on the right hand side. So this one you see both left and right, they are still the pattern of tan. So I will use the formula tan 2A, we just finished, and this tan A plus B from the previous question. Okay, so now I will work from the left hand side this time. I work from the left, even there are only one term, but because we can use a formula, okay, in this one, I think harder, we don't know which formula we can use. Okay, so this one gonna be, I use tan 3A, I can make it down, become tan A plus A, correct? But don't forget the bracket, okay? So because 2A plus A become tan A. So next one gonna be, use the formula now, the bottom one here. So this like 2a like a here and b like a here. So become 10 2a plus 10a over 1 minus 10a mean this 10 2a and this one 10a times 10a. After this one, you say this 10 2a and bottom here 10 2a, so I will use the formula now. Okay, so this question a little bit long, okay? So become 2 10a over 1 minus 10a square. For this one only, okay? This one, the top one here. And then plus 10a. This one 10a. Then over the bottom one here, 1 minus here, 1 minus. 10 to a, use the formula same at the top, this one formula. So become 2 10a over 1 minus 10a square. Okay, and then times 10a. Times 10a. Then after this, we simplify, right? LCM, the top one numerator is a 1 minus 10a square. So this time this. So we have 2 10a, this 10a times this one LCM, correct? So become plus 10a times 1 minus 10a square. Okay, and then over this is a numerator. So you're gonna have this one denominator, 1 minus 10a square. We have denominator here, 1 minus 10a square. Then this divided, okay, this one we work on the top here. This section, okay, this one. Then next one, we work on the bottom one, here, on the bottom here. Okay, so LCM is a 1 minus 10a square also. So time this one gonna be time 1, right? So become 1 minus 10a square. And then LCM, this one cut, so you left this one. So become 2 10a times 10a. So become minus 2 10a square. Okay, after this one, we simplify, right? Go to the next one. The top one you simplify, this one gonna be 2 10a, right? 2 10a plus this one time in, correct? Expand it. So plus 10a minus 10a cube 10a and then minus 10a square cube power 3 and then over this one I forgot because this is LCM, should be LCM in the bottom too. This one 1 minus 10a square. Okay, so from this one you can see this one 10a this is a reciprocal, right? So this one cut, correct? This one cut. So you left this, the top one, which is we simplify here, over the bottom one. Okay, so the bottom one, what we have 1 minus, because this 10a square minus 2 10a square become 1 minus 3 10a square, correct? 1 minus 3 10a square. Okay, so you see the bottom we got same with we from the question now. So the top simplify it become 10 2a and 1 10 it become 3 10a. And then minus 10a cube over 1 minus 3 10a power 2. So you see this same way. Then this one equal to the right hand side. Here, same way, exactly the same. Okay, so that this the one. Great, this the example. It's a good one, eh? Okay, now we go next one. You repeat again if you don't understand. See one more time in the video. Now see this example. Now solve the equation. So solve the value of x for this one. Say 2 cosine 2x equal to 8 sine x minus 3. And x restrict from where? 0 degree to 360 degree. So this case, what we can do, we can use this one, right? The formula of cosine to a. But then formula cosine to a, what we have? Okay, if you use x, right? Become cosine square x minus sine x. Okay, or you got 2 cosine square x minus 1. Or you can use 1 minus 2 sine x square. Okay, so in this case, I'm gonna use this one because on the right hand side is what? Sine also. So I'm gonna use this one because the same side, right? So I will use this formula, okay? So cosine to a equal to this. So I write down solution. Become 2 times 1 minus 2 sine x square, right? Equal to 8 sine x minus 3. Then this one simplify it, expand it 2 times 1 minus 4 sine x power 2. And then this one I move to the left hand side right away because I can simplify, right? Okay, now we move h become minus sine x plus 3 equal to 0. Now this one become minus just say negative sine square x minus 8 sine x, and then this one 2 and 3 plus 5, right? Okay, but from this one become minus sign here, I want to make it plus, so I times negative 1 for every term for both sides. So I times with a negative 1. So negative 1 times this become plus 4 sine x squared, and this one minus become plus 8 sine x minus 5 equal to 0. Then we can, after this, we can factor it. So this one, if I make it down, become, I need the middle term plus h, right? So if I do this one, become 2 sine x, just try first, sine x, 5 to 10. Okay, so you can write down, this one become 5 times 1, right? So this one is what? Time it up, become 2 sine x. And this one, the further terms here, time 2, 5 become 10 sine x. But I need the plus and the middle terms h sine x. So this should be plus, this should be minus. So then 1 times 2 is a negative. 2x times 5 become plus. So when I sum it up, this one gonna have 8 sine x, right, everyone? So equal to this one middle term. I got it, okay? But then you check the last term, don't forget. Minus, this one minus 1 times plus 5, we got negative 5. Okay, they are okay, same. So this one, okay. So that equal to 0. Don't forget mass right and right hand side, okay, equal to 0. Now we have two equations now, one bracket here, and the other is this one. So the first one, 2x minus 1. So the first bracket, we have 2x minus 1 equal to 0. And second bracket here, 2 sine x minus 5 equal to 0. So this side sine x equal to 1 over 2. And this side gonna be sine x equal to 5 over 2. But then you see on the right hand side, okay? See the right hand side, sine x equal to 5 over 2. This one rejected, right? Because it's a more than 1. Sine maximum is a 1. Minimum is negative 1. So this one rejected. Okay, but we work on this one. So x equal to what? Arc sine 1 over 2. So sine 102 is 30 degree, correct? So we have 30 degree of pi over 30 degree pi over 6, right? But then this question, they use degree, everyone. See that they use degree, so we write as a degree. So we got x equals to 30 degree. But then use the unit circle, because when x equal to 30 degree and the sine is a plus, you see that sine is a plus sign here, right? So sine should be quadrant 1 and 2, because sine the first quadrant plus, second quadrant plus, minus, and minus, plus, minus. So sine is quadrant 1 and 2. So we got it here, 30 degree here. Okay, from here to here, 30 degree. Okay, that we got here. Then rotate to quadrant 2. So rotate up to here, correct? So come here, this is the x, right? And then this arrow here the same, right? So this one is what? Actually, this one 30. Okay, so that means you lead what? You lead the this one gonna be what? 180 degree minus 30 degree. So it becomes 150. Okay, so we got the other answer is 150 degree. So we got the two answers, 30 degree and 150 degree. That's the answer, final answer. Okay, so I think that's all for this example. It's similar to we do before. Okay, so now I think that's all, and I can have another one more example, two more example, and then but we go next class. Okay, so you're gonna have homework for this time. Check your GC. If need help again, online you can ask me online, email or GC. Okay, that's all. See you next class. Bye bye.